So welcome everybody to our December 4th PTA meeting. We're in the Faust Media Center. Thank you, Mrs. Barali, for making this work with the basketball being done in the gyms, both here and at Lincoln. We do appreciate you lending us this space, so thank you for that. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I don't know if there's those little flags over on the desk. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our PTA mission is to make every child's potential a reality by engaging and empowering families and communities to advocate for all children. We'll look at the minutes. We'll do some administration updates. I think all of our principals are on tonight. Some officer reports, committee reports, other business, and upcoming events. So the November meeting minutes are on our website. If anybody would like to move to accept them. And a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. So yeah, those were the November meeting minutes. Let's see if I can just do that. Nope. There we go. Mrs. Barali, Mr. Gianca, I don't know if Mr. G is on, Mr. Velarde, or Mr. Barrow, whoever would like to take.
So I'll jump in, everybody. I actually just spoke to Mr. Gene Casper a couple minutes ago. He is unfortunately able to join us tonight. So I will lead off with what he asked. And then I will jump in with Lincoln School and allow Mrs. Barali and Mrs. Bauer to go from there if that works for everybody else. All right, so from Mr. Gene Casper, just a couple of quick things. The district is on schedule with the start of the preschool expansion program. I'm sure Mr. Bauer will touch on that shortly as well. The district is also in the process of bidding out for the project dealing with the roof repairs at the Board of Ed offices, so that's to come as well. Those were his only two major district updates, but the most important thing he wanted me to express to everybody this evening is pleased to wish everyone a wonderful holiday season and a happy, healthy, prosperous new year. I will jump right into my piece too. I said it at the end of the November meeting because it seems like the holidays come quicker and quicker every year. But again, happy holidays, everybody. Our Thanksgiving feast, another incredible day with all of the help and support of our PTA and our families. The day before Thanksgiving, we had students that got the chance to eat some traditional Thanksgiving foods. This year, the activity we did was our thankful trees in the hallway. So students each created a leaf, and we had tweeted out the picture of the trees that were constructed in our hallways. Always a really special day. So thank you to the PTA, all of our homeroom parents, all of the volunteers that showed up, and most importantly, our families that all helped make this a really self-sufficient program. It runs strictly on donations of the families of our students, which is an amazing opportunity. And one of our whys when people ask, like, why do you guys do what you do? Two students this year shared with us that was the first time they had ever sat down for something like a traditional Thanksgiving meal. So it makes for a really special day for students, especially our newcomers, and it's something we're really proud of. Ms. Pachon this year really took the lead on that as our building rep. So thank you so much, but to all of our volunteers. As we approach the holidays, there's a ton of stuff tying in the cultural holiday components that we continue to celebrate, all culminating in our Winter Wonderland Spirit Week that's coming up. I will be sending out a communication shortly regarding that. We always partner with our visual and performing arts staff in the world language department to really just do some fun activities each and every day. The PTA always helps us out with our final day before the break hot cocoa social, so I will contact again Ms. Pachon and the PTA with a little more detail on that as we get closer. This one's like, oops,
Just a cough, sorry.
This month's Lincoln Leaders, we are up to the letter A, so we're talking about accountability with our students. Our monthly meeting will be on Friday, and we go over expectations for accountability. We're going to celebrate our marking period 1 honor roll students and also our November students of the month. Next Wednesday, the 11th, will be our live schools house party for Mr. Conti and Miss Cerny's homeroom, so we're excited for that. We also have the holiday shop for Lincoln and Faust next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All students will shop in our music room. So again, thank you to the PTA for coordinating, setting up, and running that. Important, this Friday is the town tree lighting and holiday celebration that will take place, generally by the Borough Hall building, but also inside Lincoln School in the gym with the holiday celebration shop. So please check out the vendors that are there. They will be doing the train rides and such. It's always a great evening. It may be a little chillier this year, but some great vendors. The pizza trucks are out. A lot of fun for families. I try to remind everybody of this every year. We will continue to try to get our students outside so long as the weather is not too cold, not too windy, not too bitter. So we have been getting them out. Please continue to send in your children with hats, gloves, scarves, etc. Our Lost and Found is also filling up rather quickly. So if somebody's missing a jacket or some, accessories, please encourage your kids to come check them out. I will also take some pictures of stuff and send it out via Twitter and through our virtual backpacks so everyone can see, and maybe you can identify something that belongs to you. Keep checking your communications, emails, Twitter pages, district website, and most importantly, again, I hope everybody has an incredible holiday season. Enjoy your families and loved ones, and we'll see you back in the new year.
Thank you. Any questions for, I don't know if you can take questions from Mr. Giancaspro, but any questions from Mr. Velarde? Hey, no questions. We look forward to the hot chocolate social. That was fun. Lots of hot water.
Very much so, but always a great day.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Mrs. Barali or Mr. Barrow?
I'll go. Thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed their Thanksgiving. Very happy to be back. It's hard to believe that it's already the holiday season and it's countdown until the break. 2.5 weeks, and we're on another little mini vacation with family and friends. So it should be hopefully pleasant for everyone. We had our first 8th grade volleyball game versus the staff on the 26th, the day before the Thanksgiving break. It was really nice to have it at Lincoln. Thank you, Mr. Velarde, for letting us use that gym. We are for now on going there if we're still invited. We had a very nice turnout of teachers and staff members, and they had a lot of fun. A little sore the next day, but we pulled it through because it was a half a day. But it was very nice. Also tomorrow, the NJHS National Junior Honor Society is going to Vancelin Park along with Mr. Velarde's team of students there, and they're going to decorate the tree, and they have this holiday celebration. So we're looking forward to that. The mayor and council will be there. Mr. Tennell, he has all these ornaments for everyone, and they hang it up. So if anybody wants to come at 5:30 tomorrow, Vancelin Park, Faustin Lincoln School will be there. We're looking forward to it. The other thing we have is our winter showcase, Monday, December 9th at 7 o'clock at Beckton. We are having our winter showcase. So please, if you want to come in and get in the holiday spirit and just stop by and just listen to some great music and some great acting, please, you're always welcome. Also, Friday, not this Friday. Wait, is it this Friday or next Friday? I'm sorry, I'm confused. We're having our 8th grade pictures and our retakes. Is it this Friday, Mr. Velarde?
Next Friday, the 13th.
Next Friday? Okay. Things are just flying by. So next Friday, we'll have our 8th grade cap and gown pictures and also the retakes for, I believe it's also at Mackenzie School, all 3 schools. And we have also the holiday fair on the 12th and the 13th. So students can bring money and go shopping. And our boys and girls basketball games are coming up. Tentatively, we have one for December 11th. And to conclude our time this year, because when we return, it will be 2025. On the last day, our students will have an assembly from the prosecutor's office on social media, and it's titled Straight Talk About Social Media. And that'll be for an hour in the morning. Other than that, I wish everybody a great holiday and enjoy, get some rest, relax, be with friends. And if there's anything you need, you know where to find me. Hi, girls. I'm seeing Mr. Velarde's girls. They're
I
so
was just gonna say,
adorable.
we have to say hello to Mr. Velarde's daughters there. Thank you, Mrs. Barali. Any questions for Mrs. Barali? Not seen any. Well, thank you so much. And again, thank you for letting us use the space here. It's very comfortable.
You are welcome there anytime. I'm glad.
you.
Are you in the lounge chairs or?
No, we don't. We may be there later.
Okay.
That'll be the post meeting.
Well, it sounds good. You're welcome
Oh,
always. So,
thank you.
Thank you for being
Um,
so flexible.
No problem. And Mr. Barrow, please.
Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I know that Mr. Velarde and Mrs. Brawley touched on a lot of key components, and also for Mr. Jean Caspo. Hi, girls. I'm just I have some of my boys coming in from basketball practice. Sorry if you hear anything in the background. But with that said, Mr. Velarde noted on Mr. Jean Caspo's behalf in reference to our pre-K expansion. We're really excited to start that off today and this whole week. So thank you to all the parents, office staff, basically the whole pre-K and parents for the expansion, all their collaboration and support within the process. We're really excited to have our students in full day pre-K, and it took a lot of hard work, maintenance, custodial staff. It really took a team to get it started, and we're really excited about it and really proud of it. In reference to the holiday shop, we just completed our second day of our holiday shop. So I just want to thank the Lion family who's on here, Mrs. Green as well, Mrs. Tejada, who's a McKinsey rep, and all the parents. We had a slew of parents that were really great in their support, setting up, taking down, and then just facilitating the holiday shop. It was amazing. So much appreciated for that. We also had something created by Ms. Gomez and all faculty and staff in Character Ed PLC. We had a kindness tree through the month of November, and we still have that showcased up throughout Mackenzie School. And it was just amazing, students noting acts of kindness that goes along with our Character Ed program, with our golden tickets. And we celebrated at the end of the month our students of the month in our reading Wildcat assembly. And then we're going to have that at the end of each month. And this month, at the end of the marking period, we're celebrating students with perfect attendance. So this week into next week, we'll be going around to students, providing them a golden ticket certificate for students that had first marking period perfect attendance, because we're really striving to improve our attendance and just really showcase that if the students are there and well and healthy, then it has been proven to have great academic success. As Mrs. Brawley noted, the 13th is picture retakes. It will really be in the morning. So for all the parents out there, the morning is the important component where the retakes will be taken. And we have on the 18th of December, we have our second grade winter concert. So we're really excited about that, and more information to come will be blasted out on the website in reference to our spirit days to follow for the month. Just want to wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday season. As everyone noted, it comes fast and furious. Enjoy the time, stay well and healthy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Barrow. Any questions for Mr. Barrow? And we were discussing the holiday shop before we let everyone in, and we were saying we practically sold out, so it was quite an event. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm not. I don't think I am. Am I? No, okay. Let me come back to the presentation. So some reports. Oops. Let's see. Treasurer's report, Paula.
Hi, good evening. So during the month of November, we had Vino and Vinyasa as our fundraiser. That was really fun. And we had a couple of administrative expenses and fundraising expenses that are all taking place now in December. So our current balance at the end of November is $21,361.45. Currently, in the bank for 8th grade committee, no registered activities for the month of November. Again, this is only cash in the bank. Currently it's $1,426.48.
Any questions for treasurer? Okay, correspondence?
Good evening, everyone. Happy December. No correspondence, but just wanted to wish everyone happy holidays. Enjoy the break and happy New Year. See everybody next year. Thanks.
Thank you, Mrs. Green. Membership, Sharice couldn't be here tonight, but we currently have 190 members as of now. Reports of our committees for fundraising.
Hi, yeah, we've had some busy stuff.
Sorry, I was just trying to switch. Sorry.
So we had our Dine and Donate for Texas Roadhouse. Anybody that came in for us, our families and whoever came in to support us in the community, they purchased almost $1,200 worth of food and drinks that night, of which we get 10%. So we earned from them about $115 overall. Not bad for not really having to do a whole lot. Where we actually made a lot of money that night is in our candy bar and pretzel rod sales. We had they allowed us a table at the front. Sorry if I'm yelling, it's just that last time I was told they can't hear it on the recording. So we did over $200 in sales in the candy bar and pretzel rods. And then the remaining candy bars and pretzel rods we have for this Friday evening at the tree lighting at our vendor table. Our next Dine and Donate coming up is the 17th of this month. It's Jersey Mike's. It's all day, so lunch or dinner, or wherever you want to purchase, anything purchased on the 17th at Jersey Mike's here on Route 17 will go for us. We'll get our, a kickback for that. Vino and Vinyasa was a big hit. We had 19 people participate this year, which was more than double, right, than last year. When all was said and done, we did profit about $220 from that. And people are, positively responding to the online like ticket sales and things like that. They're saying yes to paying the extra fees and things. So I think out of the 19 people that registered, there was like 2 people maybe, which we lost like $6 on, right? Like that's it. So we're actually, because that was a concern last year, whether or not people would we be losing money using the online services, but people seem to be responding well to that. So like I said, we did do just over about $220 for Vino Vinyasa. And again, a fun night. They had a great turnout. Tara, you want to say anything about that?
No, we'll look forward to it again in the spring.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people are looking forward to doing it again in the spring. So that's a great night out. That's not, too much effort as well.
And thank you for the community center, new flooring and fresh paint.
Nice.
A great space.
Excellent. I'm gonna skip over shoe for a minute. Holiday shops. We did Mackenzie this week. Thank you, Cindy, and Natasha's here too, and anybody else online that might have been part of it. They had an excellent volunteer crew. Yes. We had plenty of hands. We were at setup, but the last 2 days have been beautifully run by everybody else. And we did gift certificates this year online. We saw a boost in those. So they sold almost, I think it was somewhere between $5 and $5.50 online for gift certificates, which is great. And sales, I know we haven't got the totals for today, but yesterday's sales was about $1,500, and that doesn't include $250 in credit card sales as well. So Mackenzie, and my understanding from Cindy is that we have a lot of items that got sold out, so we were just
Yes.
pushing whatever they had.
Yeah.
We also kind of had a last minute thought because we have the vendor table on Friday at the tree lighting. We had them extend the sale. So we will be able to leave the apps and stuff, the cash registers and stuff, the online apps and stuff that we use available to us. So we're gonna take whatever's left from Mackenzie's sale and we're gonna bring it to the tree lighting and put it out for people to buy. If they buy, great. If they don't, no big deal. But hey, if we can sell a few more bucks worth of stuff, fantastic. Next week we start Lincoln Faust. We'll do setup on the 10th. The sale will be the 11th, 12th, and 13th. We are still looking for volunteers for that. The signups went out. There's going to be another follow-up sign-up email for that going out tomorrow morning. So keep your eyes open for that if you're interested. In regards to tree lighting, as I've mentioned, we do have candy bars that we're going to be selling both individually, and we've also made some little like stocking stuffer gift packs of them. We also have, because of our generous sales for the, I always say this wrong, first
First place
spirit wear, right?
Yeah.
The spirit wear stuff. We earned $150 worth of credit. So we went in and purchased items like t-shirts, blankets, hats, scarves, hot cups, cold cups, like all sorts of stuff, and a nice tote bag. We've created a beautiful gift basket. We'll be selling tickets at Friday night's tree lighting for $5 a piece. And we'll call that at the end of the night. As well as the holiday shop and the candy bars and pretzels. So we will have a lively table for that. Again, we're looking for volunteers for that. Sign up emails went out yesterday or the day before yesterday. Okay, so that's all the little stuff that's immediately going on. Crazy. So shoe collection drive. We've talked about this the last two meetings. We have gone ahead and we have secured the months of February and March to be our official collection drive dates. So start putting your shoes aside that instead of throwing them out or donating them elsewhere, start putting them together in a box or bag. We're going to challenge every family to collect at least 25 pairs of shoes. And because every bag of 25 pairs of shoes is credit for us. The company is challenging us to, I think it's 150 bags. Which seems like a lot, but with our families and the number of students we have, it's really about 5 pairs of shoes per kid. So I think it's doable because I know for myself, I have one kid, but I have probably 25 pairs of shoes. Right? So shoes, just a reminder, shoes can only be in gently worn or brand new. They can be anything from a flip flop to a boot. Just no like ice skates, roller skates, or anything like that. They will take cleats. They will take baby shoes. So anything like that, again, as long as it's in usable condition, that's fantastic.
And a pair.
What?
And a pair.
And a pair, yes, as Jill brought up
Like
last
me.
time. No pair, they have to be a
Random
pair,
shoes,
sorry.
one shoe.
They do have to be a matching pair. It's whatever. There'll be more details. There's gonna be a press release and all sorts of stuff that will be coming out in the next 2 weeks about that. But that is a go. And our goal for that our goal for that will profit us back $2,000 at minimum if we hit the goal that they're setting for us. So that's going to be a brilliant thing. Hand in hand with that, and this is to be discussed a little further, but I'm going to work with Kevin and the principals to see if we can connect with teachers and start making some teacher like wish lists, like whether it's for the teachers lounge or if it's for the schools themselves. We want to get some feedback because we're doing great with our fundraising this year, but now it's where are we putting the money? Like what are we using it for, right? So definitely want to start getting some ideas back from the staff and see what it is that they need, right? The other thing I have, because people had asked about it, I did inquire Gertrude Hawk. We can do a spring sale. Like we have so we can do a spring sale. It's the question is when. So Easter, which is what a lot of the candy is geared for, is April 20th, 4/20, April 20th this next year. And they have a couple of different categories of time so if we want to have things delivered no later or just for delivery of the week of April 7th, we would have to start, or we'd have to have orders in by basically March 17th. So that's like the latest bracket of time that they gave us. The orders will be packed by the individual, for the individual seller, so we won't have to do any of that, which is fantastic. And they'll provide us, of course, with all the different flyers and brochures and online ability to sell as well. But so I just wanted to confirm though, does that sound like a good time frame? Again, given the shoe collection being February, March, not that that's, because that's an ongoing thing, not that that's such a cross, something that we can, a problem with or conflict with. But I just want to make sure that that gives us enough time for people to get their stuff by, for the Easter holiday, if that's what they're looking for it for. So if we have to get orders in by the 17th, we would maybe look to see, start, we would sell the first 2 weeks of March. I'm not sure what that looks like. Yeah, like the 1st through the 15th or something like that. Let me just look and see what the dates of March are.
March 3rd is the first month. March 1st.
Yeah, so if we did the 3rd through the 15th, like if we did, or even the 1st through the 15th, for sales, that probably, would you agree that that would be a good time frame?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So then I will reach out to them and see if we can get that set up, to have that, hit the streets for that time frame.
And just to comment on that, if we do the coin challenge that we usually do in March,
Yes.
that's usually around that same time frame in advance of St.
Yeah.
Patrick's Day.
And I'm also thinking with that, because we've been trying to, so like the Vino Vinyasa, we're trying to slot things for individual like needs again, so that people are understanding where the money's going, what they're raising or donating. Vinyasa, we had put towards 3rd and 5th grade end of year celebrations. So I was thinking like even the coin challenge, maybe put that towards like the 3rd grade. Like we usually get a good amount of money, especially in the younger grades. That's the other thing too. I don't know if we want to do, if we want to split it and do the Gertrude Hawk only in Lincoln and Faust, and do something else in Mackenzie, or just do the coin thing in Mackenzie. Like I don't know. As someone who only has a child in Faust, doesn't bother me. But for the families that have kids that are in both, like, does that make it more confusing or less confusing?
I think
to
more
have
if you have
split-
2 going on.
What?
If I have 2 separate ones, I think I'd be more confused. And
Okay.
then trying to hit up the same people for 2 different fundraisers.
Okay, great. That's where I just wanted to see, kind of get feedback on that. Okay, that's fine. We can do it across the board then. Not a problem. Anything else we can think of that I need to talk about?
I don't think so. I think you've covered most of it.
Going on.
The only other thing was Spirit Wear is on,
shoe
has
collection,
a
yeah,
sale.
the shoe collection, we still have to, we have some requests out to DPW and other places like that for a location for where to put all the shoes. Because they told us we need at least like a garage size space to house all those shoes, so they can come pick them up in April. So, so we have that feeler out, but anyway, so if anybody knows of any space, feel free to let me know that. I think that's it. Any questions, any other comments, requests, suggestions?
What did they say that did you say that we would start collecting the shoes?
Yes, so for the moment, shoes, you can collect them at home. Collect them at home for the moment, and then the physical shoe collection will actually start February 1st. And we'll have, again, there'll be more details, more posts on our social, there'll be letters home, flyers home, all of that. And we're gonna actually work with the community on this. So we will have some community days that we're gonna partner with the library, the police department, the fire department, like to get some, more.
Can we reach out to maybe one of the local like storage facilities and see if they'll give
That-
us
That
a
was one of
donate
the
a space?
Yes, that is also one of the
Okay,
things that
okay.
we have because the company suggested, the shoe company suggested, they're like, do not go rent yourself, you're gonna kill your profits, you're gonna waste your money. Don't do that. And I said, but we have storage units
have
in
multiple,
our
yes.
town. So perhaps, if we give them some boost of,
Yeah.
marketing, if we throw in, hey, our space is being donated by, then perhaps we can,
Yeah.
do that.
Perfect.
So, yeah, so keep your eyes and ears open, collect shoes. People say, what do you want for Christmas? Tell them old shoes and, whatever.
Don't worry, I have a whole bag already, and they're in pairs. I made sure.
Excellent, so exciting, yay! Well, thank you very much. Okay, if anybody has any comments or questions, PTA fundraising @gmail.com. Okay, thank you. Oh, no, shut up.
The Spirit Wear sale is ongoing until the 10th, which is what, Saturday? No, next week, Tuesday. Till Tuesday, 25% off all merchandise, free shipping on orders over 75, guaranteed delivery by December 23rd. So we have that going on as well. Cultural events. We have the tree lighting. I think we've spoken about a little bit. We'll have a booth in the Lincoln School gym where we'll have all our sales stuff. We'll also have some little tchotchkes and toys for the kids as well, like freebies that they can just take one, kind of like the erasers. I'm gonna try to dig them out. Those are in storage, I gotta dig them out. But I also bought some little booklets and poppets and things like that. The hot chocolate social is coming up at the end of the month. Oh,
Sorry, can I come back? I'm
Oh,
sorry,
sorry.
I forgot to say. So the cards for a cause.
oh yeah, I took that off. Yep.
We did that, just to wrap that up, I don't know if we did that did we give numbers in November?
I thought we did, but you can give it.
Alright, thanks, sorry, forget it, never mind. I had too many things in my.
We did
phone.
well with that as well.
Alright, we did very well with that as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll be the hot chocolate social is on the 20th, the last day of school, the half day at Lincoln School for Lincoln School students. So we will be asking for many volunteers for that. I had helped with that last year.
How many students and staff are we covering for that? Is it like 253?
Mr. Velarde, how many students do you have?
So we're just under 180 this year. One change with that is because of the assembly at Faust School. We will not have the Faust band and choir there on that day. We are planning that mini concert for a separate day. So I know typically we always take care of them as well. So it's probably closer to like that 200 person mark this year.
Okay.
And are we doing them all combined, or are we going to split them 4th grade and 5th grade like we do for the feast?
I think we're probably going to split them this year just because again
that would be much easier. One of the nice things is the Faust band comes over and they play for the kids, which is really nice, but unfortunately I won't be able to do that for this event. But then it means all the kids come at once. Splitting them up, I think, Mr. Velarde, that will work much better. It was a little nutty last year.
Yeah, we are reaching out to BJ's because we understand that BJ's will contribute to community events if you make a request. So I have reached out to BJ's asking them if they can supply like hot cocoa cups, napkins, snacks, whatever they're willing to do for that day, for that day. So hopefully we'll get a positive response from that. And at least even if it's one item, it's less that we have to put out of our funds. So
no, absolutely. That's awesome.
Posted on that.
Great. Toy drive. So actually I'm going to say toy drives. There are 2 toy drives that are going on. The one that we do every year with the East Rutherford Police Department just got announced this past weekend. They are collecting toys, so we will coordinate with the principals to collect toys at school. Flyers should go home. I think I'm waiting for Mr. G to sign that one, or do you guys? I think Mrs. Barali, you said that he did sign it.
Yeah, he did sign off.
Okay.
I'm from that right now. I'm going through my emails.
Okay.
But I'm 99.9% sure he signed off on it right away for us because I think he got his hands on it as well. So we should.
I think the police sent it over as well as we did. Okay. So we'll help coordinate that through you guys for collection at the school. Also, Irina Mena, who's one of our Board of Ed members, as well as a woman around town, put together a drive for specific families to ask for specific gifts for their children, and then people to donate those gifts. As part of that, instead of donating gifts, we've donated the wrapping supplies. So we donated, yeah, we brought it to her today. Went to BJ's, found huge rolls of wrapping paper. So I got 6 rolls of wrapping paper, boxes that have the gift bags in them, the tissue paper, all that tape and such. And we dropped that off with Irina today. And that was $146 or $150, I think is what we spent on that, which is a lot less than I think what we expected. But she said a lot of parents had asked not to wrap the gift, that they would wrap it themselves, you know, in whatever paper they had. So she said, she didn't need as much supply as we thought she might. So, yeah, so that's going well. And then with this school toy drive, we will, if the teachers can keep track of how many gifts they collect, we can do a prize for the class that brings in the most gifts type of thing, like we've done in the past. I think in the past we've done a cookie decorating party or something like that, right? With Steph's Baking Boutique, I think.
Yes.
So.
Hey, Kevin, did the police department ever get back to you about whether or not they'll be collecting at the tree lighting this year?
I don't know if they did. I'll check with Mike on that.
Yeah, if they are, I'll put a post on our social, so this way parents are aware.
Yeah, I'll check with him tonight and get back to you on that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, he did indicate they're trying to keep it a little lower key this year. I guess they got overwhelmed last year with the number
Yeah.
of gifts and still had some left over that they need to clear out of a room.
Oh, wow, okay.
Quarters or something
Well,
like
that's
that.
good, though.
So that's a good problem to have.
Right.
Exactly. When people are too, you know, it's good that people can be too generous.
Is that room big enough?
Yeah, now that it's cleaned out, yeah. Anyway, social media, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I don't know, Holly, if you had anything else about social media.
Nope, same update as the norm, and happy holidays, everybody.
Thanks. School reps, anything from Mackenzie, Lincoln, or Faust that hasn't been covered yet?
No, pretty much everything's been covered already. Just for Lincoln, I believe we're still looking for a homeroom rep for Miss Cerny's 5th grade class.
Okay.
So they could just reach out to Miss Cerny or to myself. Just the Thanksgiving feast was a great success, so obviously very happy with all the donations that came in and all the helpers. And then we'll look to get a 5th grade committee, maybe January, we'll reconvene about that.
Great. I don't know if Shannon was on for Faust or.
I'm here. I don't have anything to share. You know, I do have a question.
Sure.
3rd grade committee.
Yeah.
What I know Cindy's there. And I know that I had a couple of people reach out to me because that was like what I previously did. Is that something that is in the works? Is that something that's coming down in the future? Like, if anybody reaches out to me, should I send them to Cindy?
Yeah, you can tell them to reach out to me, but we're gonna start that around January, beginning of
Okay.
to get the committee going.
Okay, so if anybody, because I know I had a couple of people, I'll send them your way.
Yeah, just send them my way.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
And then 8th grade committee, I know, Mrs. Breen, you said you were here if we needed to. Or maybe, whoops, sorry.
Hi, I'm here.
There you are.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yep,
Okay.
we hear you now.
We are having, let me just get the information for you. We are having a holiday beargram this month at Faust and at Lincoln. Lincoln, I believe the papers will go home. And I guess in Faust, they'll work it a little bit differently because the kids are a little older. But I believe it's starting next week and they're $3. And that will go to graduation events.
Cool.
And what is a stuff fair? Like what is
Yeah, it's let me, hold on, I have it right here. It's a stuffed bear. I could send you I could send you the flyer as well.
Yeah, Yeah, I would say get a flyer to us so that we can get social media and.
Yeah, I have it. I'll send it to you. It says that on the flyer that I have, it says you place an order by the 11th. It's $3 and delivery will be on the 18th.
Okay.
And that's all I
And you
have.
guys had I know Mrs. Borelli mentioned the volleyball tournament went really well. And
Yes, it
you
did.
guys also helped with the soccer game in mid-November.
Yes, I
Thank you
believe
for that.
both events were great.
Yep.
And that's all I have.
Great. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Anything from the rec? I don't know if anybody is here. Knows anything about, I know they're probably focused mostly on Friday.
Yeah, they just put out a flyer, I think maybe an hour or so ago, but it's for Valentine's Day. And it's called Love to Laugh, which they're gonna have dinner and comedy show. I think the ticket's $55. Per person is gonna be at Breland, at the Civic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah,
Great.
and I have the flyer, I could give it to you guys if you
Mhm, yeah.
promote it.
Yeah, Evelyn pretty much, Evelyn
the
usually sends them.
Scan the QR code, it's already open, so.
Great.
What's the date of it?
It is February 8th. And other than that, just the tree lighting, Santa Claus, hot cocoa.
Yep.
All the good stuff.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna have arts and craft table.
Great. I saw there's an egg roll place that's gonna have a truck there.
Mhm.
Just saw that on Facebook today.
Bring your food for dinner.
Well,
Bring
and
money.
I-
Bring money-
That's what I
bring
meant,
money
that's
for
what I
dinner,
meant,
yeah.
money, not
Turkeys for
food.
the
Make sure your Venmo's
recreation.
loaded.
Baseball
Mhm.
and softball is now open.
Yep,
So you can go
sign up,
on
yep.
the Civic Rec and register. So you can have, yeah.
Yep, and basketball's practicing
And
now.
basketball, yeah. Mhm.
Any new business or any open discussion? I know Jillian, your husband messaged me this morning about a couple of things, so I don't, okay. Just in case, okay. Any other topics? Okay. So just the upcoming events, we talked extensively about holiday shop finish today, Lincoln and Faust next week, tree lighting on Friday, picture retakes on December 13th. That will also include I thought I put it in here, the graduation pictures for our 8th graders. So all 8th graders will get their graduation picture on the 13th. And Mr. Barrow, I'm working with BNL about the setup for the classrooms. I know you said you had an extra pre-K and kindergarten classroom, so we'll try to get that coordinated as well for the 13th. The Dine and Donate event at Jersey Mike's all day December 17th, and the Hot Chocolate Social on December 20th. And actually, when I mentioned Mr. Barrow's name, I said Mr. Barrow wanted to note that Mrs. Martino, shout out to her, and Mrs. Cawley for your help today with the holiday shop as well, or this week with the holiday shop. All the parents were really great.
I mean, at least, yeah, it was sick.
Yep. Yeah, Alyssa's online.
Too much holiday shopping. for-
okay.
for Elisa.
It's all those
She really
germs
threw
from all the
it to
little
the
kids,
end.
that's
They
why.
really said, yeah.
Just some upcoming dates in the spring, March 21st and 22nd. We're gonna have the Kids Night Out for Lincoln Glow Party and Mackenzie Carnival. The carnival treats we have from the holiday shop. Apparently 3 boxes of it now. And we'll have our tricky tray scheduled for May 9th. And then in school, we have a half day on December 20th and no school from December 23rd until January 1st for our holiday recess.
Kevin, do we have the hours for preschool now for Mackenzie, just for the updates?
Yeah, so pre-K will follow the same schedule as kindergarten through 3rd. Is that correct, Mr. Barrow? Now that it's a full day pre-K?
I don't know if he's here anymore.
Oh,
I don't think he's on.
Okay,
They usually start like 8:45.
okay. I'll get those for you, Holly, but yes, they did change. Now that there's no half day pre-K or AM.
Since I'm a pre-K parent, hi.
There you go.
Hi.
Hi, Holly. It's 8:45 to 3:10.
Okay, perfect. And
Thank
for half day, do you know the
There's no more
dismissal
half
time?
day. Everyone's full day.
No, I mean when we have half day, when the
Half
whole
day, they get
dismissal
out at
time.
12:30, just like everyone else.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks. Okay, yeah, so we'll update our posts going forward with the new times. And our next meeting will be January 8th, because we don't want to meet on the first Wednesday, which would be the New Year's Day. I don't think anybody wants to be here then. And we will be either in this room or downstairs in the all-purpose room. This room works fine for me, Mrs. Barali, if you want to keep it this room. We may move in, be careful. May have a permanent PTA presence in your second floor, but it's very nice here. Thank you. And I think that's it. That's all. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who joined online. Have a great night. Merry
Night,
Christmas.
everyone.
Good
Happy
night, all.
holidays.
Happy holidays. Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year. Yep.
That's a great answer.
Thanks so
Happy
much.
holidays, everybody.